Good morning, fifth grade. So, today is the day where we start ELA and we start remote learning online. Very exciting. I'm happy to see you guys. I hope you're happy to see me. I'm just going to give you a little explanation of how ELA is going to work. Every day you will either see me or Miss Sullivan. Today is my turn. Tomorrow is Miss Sullivan's turn. We are going to be reading a story to you and we'll be asking questions to go along with it. Attached with our video is also going to be some pages in the book that you guys are going to be expected to read on your own, and there will be questions to follow up with it too. We will be focusing on a specific skill for this week, and this week's skill is summary. So we will get into that tomorrow though, but for now we just wanted to give you a little taste of what it's like to have a video from us and what it's like to listen to a story from us. We will have some questions for you to answer today, but it's going to be about the book and about the character to make sure that you understand what's going on in the book, and so we can help if you have any technical problems. Alright, so if you are ready, I will start reading the first page. You can take notes with you, so I recommend having a pencil and a paper if you want. And you can replay this video a bunch of times too, which is what's nice about remote learning, because if you miss something, you could go back and listen to it again. And we're gonna get started. So, the book that we're reading today is The Watsons Go to Birmingham. So just by the cover, I want everybody to jot down some things that we notice. What are we going to predict that this story is about? Where do you think they're going? Who do you think's going somewhere? Is the character people or is it an animal? Just by the cover, because the cover tells you a lot already. You can look at the title, you could look at the picture. Everything on here gives us a lot to work with. So we're going to take 10 seconds just to jot down some ideas that you have that this story, of what this story is going to be about. Okay. So, chapter 1. And you wonder why we get called the Weird Watsons. That is the title of the chapter. It was one of those super duper cold Saturdays. One of those days that when you breathe out of your breath kind of hung frozen in the air like a hunk of smoke. And you could walk along and look exactly like a train, blowing out big fat white puffs of smoke. It was so cold that if you were stupid enough to go outside, your eyes would automatically blink 1,000 times all by themselves. Probably so the juice inside of them wouldn't freeze up. It was so cold that if you spit, the slob would be an ice cube before it hit the ground. It was about 1,000,000,000 degrees below zero. It was even cold inside of our house. We put sweaters and hats and scarves and 3 pairs of socks. And still, we're cold. The thermostat was turned all the way up, and the furnace was banging and sounding like it was about to blow up. But it still felt like Jack Frost had moved in with us. All of my family sat real close together on the couch, under a blanket. Dad said that this would generate a little heat, but he didn't have to tell us this. It seemed like the cold automatically made us want to get together and huddle up. So we learned a lot already. We analyzed the cover and we read the first page where we found out the setting and we met some new characters. So I have a couple questions for you. This first paragraph, what is it called? We learned it in writing class. The first paragraph of a book, of an essay, is called an, oh wait, give you a second to think about it. It's called an introduction. If you thought introduction in your head, or if you said it out loud, you are correct. The first paragraph is called an introduction because it's introducing what the essay or the book or whatever the topic is going to be about. So we got introduced to the setting. We learned that it was cold, and we learned that there was a family. Now, I have some questions that I'm going to ask you. I'm also going to post them on the bottom, and you're going to answer them. My first question is, what do you think this book will be about, and why do you think that? So I know you guys already jot down what your prediction was based on the cover, but now I want you to think, after reading a little bit, what do you think this book is about, and why do you think that? What characters do you think might be in this story? So if you could guess about who the characters are, what are they going to be about? Is it about friends, a group of friends, a family, co-workers, anything? What do you think? What is your prediction about this book? And what questions would you like to ask the author before you read this book? So before you read this book, what was some questions that you have? Or what are some questions you have about the book right now? What are you wondering about as you look at the cover and the back of your book? Do you have any wonders, any questions? What happened so far in the story? So you're going to continue reading 2 more pages, and I want you to just type up what happened so far. What have you learned so far? And what do you think will happen next? And that's it. That's all I'm going to ask for you guys, from you guys right now. If you have any questions, concerns, just let me know. I'm very proud of each of you for just logging on and attempting to do this, because this is really hard for everybody, and I'm really proud of you guys for making an effort, because school is important, and I'm glad you guys feel that way too, and you're sitting here listening to me, and you're working at home, and you're working really hard. So I'm already very proud of you. I'm very lucky to be your teacher, and I know Miss Sullivan, Miss Tanetti, Miss Chiazza, all of us feel the same way. So keep up the hard work. And you'll see Miss Sullivan tomorrow, and you'll see me again on Wednesday. I miss you dearly. Let me know if you need anything. I am here always. Dojo us. And you could comment on stuff on the Google Classroom if you're confused about something specific on Google Classroom. Just want to make sure you guys know we're here for you. Okay? So, good luck. Bye.